How is your day? It's Sergeant Shiggles, and I'm here with a 4 tutorial on an invasion map that I just made. It took about 30-40 minutes to make, not that long. As you can tell, it's linear, and I'm gonna basically go over everything you need to know about how to do invasion spawning, objectives, and making some other kind of basic things to put on it, as well as some advanced techniques to use on making your map pretty cool. So, right now we're going to start off at Phase 1, and here's Phase 1. Got Spartans and Elites. Now, some people don't know that Spartans are always red, and don't know that Elites are always blue for invasion, but in the other game types, blue always attacks, but you can switch the game type so that Spartans attack, because Spartans are always red, so if you're going to make the red team attack, you're going to have the Spartans attacking, and vice versa. Now, what I have here is 8 initial spawns, all red, and 1 not marked, but I'll show you how I mark them. Here's red team, and red team will spawn here, and they gotta capture ejectors over here, which I'll get to in a minute. Now, these guys are red, obviously. You just change it to red. Everyone knows how to do that, but what you don't know is how to make the spawns work. To make them work, you have to go to the advanced settings. Make the spawn sequence 1. You can see. And the game type label, which is really important, is invasion respawn point 1. And now it's why it's respawn point 1, you'll figure out in a minute. So here's how we're gonna do it. So first, what I like to do, I like to keep it on neutral, but you can always change it to red team first. But make the spawn sequence 1, very important. I think it's what makes it works, but I do it just in case. I never tried it without it. Make this invasion respawn 1, go back, red team, and it should work. Now for the respawn points, to make the respawn work just in case they die, because someone's going to die if you have a big game. The respawn point, or the zone, has to be, you have to make a respawn zone, which you can find in the spawning easily. So you go to spawning, respawn zone, you place it. So you're going to put it right here, you say, and you make it the radius this much, and you want to edit it so it's going to work. So you have to make it red team for Spartans respawn, and you do the same exact stuff, except you have respawn zone for the respawn zone marker instead of respawn point 1. For that reason, so that they can spawn these respawn points, which you're going to set just like those. You can do the same stuff for blue team. I don't know if I have to do an example for that. But let's go straight into the objectives, which are these guys right here. Now, I don't usually prefer capture plates, but I'm going to use them right now. So what you're going to want to do, whichever team's attacking is not going to own any of the objectives. The team that's defending owns the objectives. It makes pretty good sense. So, blue team, okay, so because my elites are defending, so I have the elites own these. Spawn sequence 1, because the first set of objectives. You want to make this one also 1. Yes, there's 2 of the same. In other game types, you'd have 2 at the same spot too. So, can also confuse you. Game type label, invasion objective, and I have this first phase set up as invasion territories. First phase is territories. Now, I'm going to go to the environment, which you need cover. It's just basic aspect. You need cover, so. Now, this isn't a good area for it, but if you had terrain, like down here, you'd use the rocks. So you just need cover. This isn't enough. Make sure that there's a big mistake here. People will not have that, and you just have them right next to each other. And be capturing, and you should capture both, but they can just die easily. You have to block it, some kind of rock like I had there. I had these. I don't know, just place one for now, so you can't let them see each other. About invasion gates. Obviously that one's not set up. If you don't know what invasion gates are, they disappear after they capture the objective. So when they drain this all the way, these rocks will go away. That's what I want to do. See, this one's set to it. It doesn't need a team. You just need to go to game type label and spawn sequence, because it's the first phase, and you want them to disappear after the first phase to 1. So be there until they capture it. So I gotta set this to invasion gates as the game type label. Same with this. I did it for this one too, if you want to see. Oh, there it is. No, it's not. There it is. Invasion gates, spawn sequence 1. This will disappear, and they'll move on to the next phase. Again, you won't need initial spawn points now, because the round has started and will not end until someone holds off or captures, destroys all the objectives. Do the same thing for respawn points. Respawn zone, but now it's 2 because it's starting phase 2, so this is where they'll respawn. Same with the respawn points, but you'll make it respawn point 2. I hope this is helping. And you guys stay with me here because I'm running short on time. I got time. Never mind. I'm sorry, guys. Right here you have an objective flag. Now this is where I've set this for assault. Just gonna lay that down right now. You want to set this to flag because this is where the bomb's gonna spawn. You want to make it blue team so they'll pick it up and bomb it, I'm pretty sure. But we'll be able to test in my custom game. But you make this flag, okay? So this is where they're going to find the bomb. They're going to be running right here. They're going to pick up the bomb and they're going to go bomb the objective. Now, this is obviously a miniature version of an invasion map. They wouldn't be this close, I wouldn't think. At least I hope not. But yeah, they have this building that they have to bomb that I made. It has 3 pieces: a building, light, and antenna. I made this really quick. Elites will respawn up here if they needed to, and try to hold off the attack. But the Spartans will come in here and they will arm the bomb in the bottom, like I've set up here. Here we have blue team, and here's where they have to bomb it. This circle will appear in game where they have to bomb it. You don't have to make anything game specific. I'll do that in another video about game specificity. How do you say that? Specificity. I don't know if that's a word. Game type label. Invasion objective. Invasion objective will be the spot they have to take the bomb and stand in to arm it. And make sure, if you've ever played Invasion before, when you arm a bomb, you get out of there as quick as you can, because there's only about 10 seconds, so if you're pinned down by fire, you're probably going to die in this building, or you better go out guns blazing. The bomb will explode, and this really cool effect, what I use assault 3 times on this one map, which I will preview eventually, where I make this building explode. And you're wondering, wow, how do you make this explode? Well, easily, I made it so the gates disappear. So right when this explodes, or the bomb explodes, this whole building will just crumble. Not really, but it will disappear. But it will look like it exploded. So I set this to spawn sequence 2, and then invasion gates, and same with the light and that, so it disappears. It looks really good, and this will disappear too, so they can get to the next stage. It's just really cool. Now you come here, I got the same respawn points, it's the last phase. You should know what to do. 3 respawn zone, and respawn point 3. Same with these guys, not that hard. Now I have this core capture, and you do the same exact thing for assault. What you do, you see this, objective flag, that's where the core is going to spawn in place for the bomb, and then this is where they capture the core. And of course I add cover and some scenery, make it look cool, and it's really cool. Also remember, you make sure to make your objectives blue team, or else it will make the whole thing flop. Now, we tuned up the map. You want to try this in custom games a lot, which I'll go into in a minute. You want to test it out and make sure it works really good, and just don't want it to have any flaws, or else people will not like the map for why it doesn't work. I'm going to really quickly go to over here. Here is vehicle balancing. The outer vehicles, these 4 and these 3, are the power vehicles, I call them, because they should only be used for either being in the air and supporting, or anti-air, or just taking out everything like the 2 tanks do. The inner stuff is more common vehicles, which you should definitely use on big invasion maps. These 3 for Covenant, and usually this for scenery. It sucks balls, the shade turret. Yeah, it's not very good. You get mongooses and the warthog. These crates can really make the map really more of a battle-like theme, especially cones on the ground. I don't know why, but they just do. Sandbags, it's like cover, and they're preparing for the war. Barricades, crates, and I'll show you a cool trick with guns in one of my future videos. Moving to weapon balancing. Power weapons have to be scarce, and they have to be placed so that everyone knows where they are, or in a specific spot where they can get, anybody can get to, not just one person with a jetpack. And turrets are really good too. They really make a good feel of, like, a defense feel for places. So let's go test this in custom games. Anyways, I'm running out of time, so let's go try it out. What is up, guys? We're back, and what I'm gonna do right now is start up the custom game. I have the game type set for territories, then assault, then capture flag. Gotta do this quick. I'm gonna start right now. I'm gonna be Spartan and attack, so I can show you how it all works. If I were defending, I wouldn't be able to show you all the phases, so I gotta do this really quick. I have about 2 minutes and 50 seconds total, so let's try this out.
Invasion.
Here's my loadout.
Offense.
Here's some offense, and look, the initial spawns work. As you can see, blocking off between the 2. I can't get to that. Like, they can't shoot me. I mean, you can throw a grenade right here. Wouldn't do much damage. Maybe through 2 you can almost kill them, but I mean, not much. But phase 2, these blocks go away. We have the building again, and look, we have our bomb, and it says, thus I refute thee.
Bomb
True that, bitch.
taken.
Let's go blow this motherfucker. I'm kidding, I'm not gonna go crazy in this video. That's for shits, and that's for giggles, not for serious forging tips. As you can see, I'm arming the bomb, and it actually works.
Bomb armed.
This, I've checked it before. Spawns work too if I died. Check this out. This is the effect I'm talking about with the invasion gates. Check this out.
Bomb
Gone. It's a really cool effect. I do on most of my invasion maps. I actually do it on a lot. It just makes it more realistic. I mean, you blow up some walls and they just disappear. Continue on to the next objective is the capture. I don't know why the Falcon doesn't spawn here. Maybe you can create a helicopter out of the pieces you want. I don't know. It's been great working with you guys. Not really. I've been working with myself this whole time.
Core dropped.
I will come out with future tutorials. You can comment and tell me which one to do. Maybe infection. That's an easy one. You can do any of them except I need help with assault. See, that's the only one I need help with. Other than that, good day to all of you, and
Spartans
goodbye.
win.